Right now on this early edition of Apple Valley News Now, Valley View Elementary School in Kittitas County becomes ground zero for potential measles exposure. The exposure window families should know. Plus, a small school district fights for survival amid a financial crisis, the measures they are taking to stay afloat. Then a leadership shakeup raises new questions in Kittitas County, the latest departure in an ongoing department upheaval. Stacy?
Mostly sunny skies, but look at that, some windy conditions and a wind advisory to tell you about. Apple Valley News Now special edition starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now special edition, on your side.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us before the NFL Draft. I'm Austin Reed. We begin with the Prescott School District as it continues fundraising efforts to work through a financial crisis that threatens its future. The small rural district, serving about 220 students across Prescott and surrounding communities, discovered a much larger shortfall than expected, nearly $1.8 million in debt. Since the start of the school year, leaders have worked with the state and community to stabilize finances by selling property, cutting costs, and launching a major fundraising effort. The superintendent says the discovery came as a shock to many in the community.
There was a lot of disbelief at first and a lot of people coming to meetings and wanting to know what happened and why it happened. And those are things that I don't really know. My goal since I've taken over is to look forward. What can we do to move forward? Try to be as open and communicate with everybody as much as I can to let them know our situation and our scenario.
District leaders say through community support, property sales, and state assistance, they have raised more than $1 million so far and now have a plan in place to pay off the remaining debt. The weekend is coming up. Let's check in now with First Alert's Stacy Lee with a first look at our forecast. Hi there, Stacy.
Hey, Austin. Well, we'll start out tonight with a wind advisory in place till 9 o'clock in the Kittitas Valley. That includes Ellensburg, Cle Elum, all the way down into the Yakima Valley. But breezy through the entire region. We could see gusts as high as 55 miles an hour. Right now, winds in Ellensburg, 36 miles an hour. The temp is 55. And look, they are working on that new stadium there for the rodeo. All right, gusts in Ellensburg, though, right now, 48 miles an hour. It's pretty breezy in Yakima. Little less windy down into the Columbia Basin, but still a very windy night. Our temperatures are mild. We're a little bit below average, typically 69 or 70 degrees for Tri-Cities this time of year. We're at 65, and temperatures are going to cool down. We have a cold front moving in. All right, let's talk about rainfall totals over the last few days. Some impressive numbers to show you here. Nearly 2 inches of rain in Walla Walla in 2 days. Pretty good. Pendleton saw over an inch, as well as Hermiston. Tri-Cities just over 3/4 of an inch. So good totals. And you know what they say, April showers bring on those flowers. And that's your reason to smile today. Thanks to Tammy Prescott for sending this in. QR code right there on top of your screen. That's how you get your weather photo on TV. Now going forward, our forecast turns mostly dry, even though there are some slight chances of rain through the area. Very scattered, very possible, but a little bit of a chance of rain, especially in Pendleton. Slight chance for Tri-Cities in Walla Walla. Temperature-wise, we're going to be on the cooler side as that cold front moves in. We'll be down in the 40s and 50s by 10 o'clock. So breezy winds, stray showers possible, chilly overnight lows. We could be down to the freezing level Friday night into Saturday morning. But get ready, it's going to be a mild and sunny weekend, and then we're back to the 70s next week. I'll break it all down for you coming up. Austin?
Get a designated driver is the message from Washington State Patrol troopers after a routine arrest in Moses Lake had a shocking outcome. One trooper arrested a driver suspected of a DUI Tuesday night, and the preliminary breath test registered a .425, meaning they were over 5 times the legal limit while operating a vehicle. WSP says no one was hurt, and they hope this situation raises awareness. They encourage anyone driving erratically to call them, adding 50% of their DUI arrests stems from those calls. A fatal hit-and-run case is one step closer to being solved after Washington State Patrol says it has identified the driver who fled the scene. Police found the body of 31-year-old Jeffrey Bushman north of Wapato on State Route 97 last October. Troopers believe that a pickup truck driver struck him before taking off and calling authorities. WSP now says that a 33-year-old Yakima man, Charles Jones, is the driver behind the crash. At this time, charges are pending, and it is unknown if drugs or alcohol played a role in the crash. A 22-year-old Prosser man in police custody after being arrested by the Benton County Sheriff's Office on 3 counts related to child sex abuse, including rape of a child. The Sheriff's Office says it began investigating the man earlier this month. Following that investigation, police arrested the man at a Prosser home. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says it is still investigating the case. Other news now, the city of Yakima is reopening its park bathrooms for the rest of the year, undoing budget cuts that would have kept them closed. The Yakima City Council voted unanimously to spend $140,000 to reopen the bathrooms, with the money coming from one-time funds. The council also discussed funding the Washington Fruit Community Center and Franklin Pool throughout the year, but both topics will be discussed at a later time.
We've got these restrooms in the parks that we spent millions of dollars building. It's crazy not to use them, and so I think let's use them, and we'll figure out the money as we go forward.
With the bathrooms now reopening, the city is left with about $360,000 in reserve funds that it could spend on the Fruit Center and pool. Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue is once again searching for a new chief after another leadership change. Interim Chief Roy Palmer has resigned after just a few months on the job, with his departure taking effect in mid-May. Palmer took over earlier this year following the firing of the previous chief, making this the second leadership shakeup in less than a year. He says he stepped down after determining he wasn't the right fit for the organization, despite describing his working relationship with commissioners as solid. Staying in Kittitas County, where health officials are responding to a measles outbreak linked to a local elementary school. The Kittitas County Public Health Department says 3 confirmed measles cases have put the county in outbreak status. Officials are working with a Valley View Elementary School in Ellensburg, where potential exposures occurred between April 8th and April 15th. Health leaders are urging families to monitor for symptoms and follow guidance to help prevent further spread. President Trump is escalating his rhetoric against Iran, warning the U.S. military will target any boats laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz. A fragile ceasefire remains in place, though negotiations are currently on hold. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest.
As both the U.S. and Iran jockey for control of the Strait of Hormuz, today President Trump says he has ordered the U.S. Navy to shoot and kill any boat laying mines in the strait.
I've been doing this for 6 weeks, and their military is totally defeated. They're outside of the little wise guy ships. I call them the wise guy ships, the little boats that they have running around with guns in them. And we'll take them out too when we see them.
It's unclear if Iran is currently laying more mines in the strait, but previously warned any vessel trying to pass through to coordinate with them to avoid potential mines. Right now, the U.S. Navy doesn't have any ships in the actual strait, though it has positioned vessels on either side of it, as the Trump administration tries to block ships from leaving or entering Iranian ports. The blockade has impacted economies far beyond the region. Gas prices here in the U.S. have surged since the war began, today averaging $4.03 per gallon for regular in the U.S., according to Gas Buddy. Analysts don't see that number coming down until after the strait returns to normal.
There is perhaps a path through the Strait of Hormuz, kind of north through the Iranian waters there, that is potentially safe. But even then, it's going to take at least several months here. We're looking at potentially August if everything was fixed today.
And this video released by the Pentagon shows U.S. military operations against Iranian-linked vessels escalating elsewhere. For the second time this week, troops boarded and seized a ship in the Indian Ocean that the Pentagon says was doing business with Iran. Iran calls the seizures an act of piracy and vows retaliation, with no signs of negotiations ahead.
They want to make a deal. We have been speaking to them, but they don't even know who's leading the country. They're in turmoil.
ABC News, their U.S. Central Command announced a third aircraft carrier has arrived in the Middle East, surging troops in that region by an additional 5,000 sailors. Now to more local news, the Downtown Association of Yakima is working to keep the city's core vibrant through community projects and events. The nonprofit focused on revitalization and economic development is leading efforts to support local businesses and keep downtown active. Its annual flower program adds hanging baskets and planters throughout the area with help from volunteers and local partners. Leaders say those details create a welcoming feel, while events like the farmers market and seasonal promotions draw people downtown and boost local shops.
And of course, we have Downtown Summer Nights coming up, which will be the third or the second and fourth Thursday of every month this year.
Organizers say events like Downtown Summer Nights, along with a continued community involvement, are key to keeping downtown Yakima active and growing year-round. Up next on this special edition, we have a safety alert for Grandview families, the items that could become a case of mistaken identity. And Stacy returns with your full First Alert weather forecast. Very windy in the Yakima Valley right now. Stay right here.
Every day begins with a welcome and a promise to walk with each patient on their path to recovery. From medical care to counseling, group healing to quiet reflection, our team is here every step of the way. Recovery includes movement, connection, and care. Because recovery isn't just possible, it's happening here every single day.
Walla Walla Sweets Baseball has been a beacon of our community spirit for 16 seasons. But behind every swing and every catch lies a question: where do our players call home during the season? The answer is simple: with you, our incredible host families. It's more than just housing a player, it's about becoming part of their journey. Watching our players chase their dreams is incredibly rewarding. Become a host family and be part of something bigger than the game. Together, we are Walla Walla Sweets. For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral. Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. Click on contests at applevalleynewsnow.com to nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties.
I could reward myself for 75 years of excellence, but I'm rewarding you instead with a collectible pin inside every surprise cup and a chance to win $75,000. Every cup's a winner. Get it with my Smash Jack Sliders Munchie Meal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Good Morning Northwest, #1 in the morning. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
After several incidents involving realistic-looking water guns, the Grandview School District is reminding families that replica weapons are not allowed on campus. Officials say some water guns look real. They look like firearms and can be mistaken for the real thing. The district warns students who bring replica weapons to school could face serious discipline, including suspension or expulsion. Parents are encouraged to talk with their kids to help keep schools safe for everyone. Well, Franklin County leaders this afternoon want your input as they plan for the future. The county is working on updating its comprehensive plan, a long-term roadmap that helps guide growth and development over the next 20 years through 2046. Leaders say the plan lays out priorities for things like housing, transportation, economic growth, and public services. It also helps decide where homes, businesses, and industrial areas should go across the county. One of the biggest goals right now is finding the right balance, making sure there's enough room for both new housing and business development.
You know, we have our zoning regulations, right? Do we have enough property zoned for small businesses or even large businesses to come in, or industry to come in? Do we have enough property zoned properly for housing?
Community members can share their input through open houses and an online survey as they plan to take shape through 2026. A proposed amendment that would limit participation in girls' sports to only biological females failed to pass in a vote by the WIAA. If approved, the amendment would have been advisory in nature, meaning school districts would not be required to enforce the policies. Currently, the proposal would violate Washington state law if passed. Back in October of 2025, the Kennewick School Board publicly supported the amendment.
I'm a father of two daughters. I had one that played high school swimming. My wife also was a coach at the same time. I also have a daughter who played high school soccer, who plays college soccer now. I know for a fact that neither one of them would feel comfortable in that position.
The WIAA stated if state law changes in the future, they hold the authority to revise policies as necessary. We will have much more on this story coming up tonight after the NFL Draft.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And welcome to your blustery Thursday. It's been a little bit breezy. We've had some shaky cameras. You can see the river moving. Legends Casino Sky Camp, Columbia Point in Richland. Now the winds are coming from the southwest, 10 miles an hour sustained, but the gust much higher than that. Humidity 36, and yes, we're dealing with those partly cloudy skies. That's going to change. Now we do have a wind advisory for the Kittitas Valley. Look at the gusts in Ellensburg right now, 48 miles an hour. Winds in Yakima at 28 miles an hour. And we're seeing some breezy and gusty winds in Hermiston and Walla Walla. Wind speeds topping out between 45 and 50 for Ellensburg. Yakima on Sunnyside 20 to 25. Tri-Cities and Hermiston less, but again, still a little bit breezy out there. Satellite and radar, we've definitely transitioned from the rainy weather we had, but there's still the opportunity for a stray pop-up shower tonight, mainly east of the Tri-Cities, which would be a little bit more out towards the Blue Mountains, the Dayton area, and we could even see a stray thunderstorm in that region. That kind of clears on out. We get into our Friday with clear skies Friday morning. Moving through the afternoon, we'll see some clouds developing out towards Yakima and the Kittitas Valley down towards the Columbia River Gorge. As we get further into our Saturday afternoon and evening, look at this. We see some snow showers possibly developing because of a cold front that's moving in. Now that's what's causing our gusty winds this afternoon as that cold front pushes through. It arrives, though, to the east here by early Saturday, where we could see a couple of stray snow showers again in the blues, the upper elevations. Overnight lows tonight, chilly. Most of us down in the 30s, above freezing, but pretty cold through the region as we are in the 30s. Typically a little bit warmer than that. So here's the cold front with below normal temperatures with the upper level low pretty much impacting the entire Pacific Northwest all the way into Montana, Wyoming, and the Dakotas. So a little bit chilly there. Let's go zone by zone. Tomorrow we're going to stay in the 50s in the Kittitas Valley. Your peak wind gust topping out around 20 miles per hour. In the Yakima Valley, we're going to stay in the lower 60s, 63 for the high in Yakima, 60 tomorrow for Grandview and Sunny side. Columbia Basin also on the cooler side. We're typically around 69, closer to 70 degrees, but we're going to top out tomorrow at 59 degrees and winds from the northeast at 20 miles an hour. Zone by zone, here we go in the foothills. We're going to stay in the 50s there as well with breezy winds at 25 miles an hour. Now the potential for freezing overnight lows comes in late Friday into early Saturday morning, and that's when we'll start to see that here in the Kittitas Valley, staying in the 50s. so a mild weekend with a gradual warming trend into next week. Overall, though, look, that's going to stay dry through the area. Tomorrow, by the way, is National Arbor Day, so plant a tree for good old Mother Nature right on the tail end of Earth Day. Tri-Cities looking pretty good, breezy. We are seeing a slight chance of a stray shower on Monday, about a 10% chance of that, and 70s returning by the middle of the week. Here's Hermiston, also looking at breezy winds and that possibility of a stray shower, about 10% now at this point for Monday, but temperatures also returning to the 70s there. Walla Walla looking a little bit breezy and better chances of seeing a little bit of rain Monday and Tuesday, maybe even a thunderstorm as well. Temperatures will be staying above freezing there. So Arbor Day tomorrow. When you were a kid, did you get to go plant trees for Arbor Day? I remember doing that.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get to do that tomorrow as well.
All right, thank you very much. Coming up in the Spotlight, we will tell you how 2 seniors are getting recognition for their academic records, community involvement, and leadership.
Here's your reminder about the Working Families Tax Credit, a refund of up to $1,330 back for all qualified workers in Washington, not just families. Get help at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Dad, I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Oh, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Zipley Fiber, as low as $35 per month with no strings attached.
Spring isn't just a season, it's a feeling. It's mornings that move you. Moments that stretch out. Laughter that lingers a little longer. And spaces that welcome everyone home. Refresh your living room, bedroom, and dining room with savings up to 50% off. Plus, enjoy up to 60 months, no interest financing. Visit a More Furniture showroom near you or online at morefurniture.com.
Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. 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 Everybody got choices.
Get ready for a night of big laughs at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Comedy powerhouse Carlos Mencia brings his Liberated Tour on May 9th.
In real life, I don't hang out with people anymore because everybody's narcissistic.
This must-see comedy show finds the hilarious irony in the day-to-day. Experience this unfiltered show for one night only. See one of comedy's most fearless performers live and uncensored. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app. Carlos Mencia, only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Gather the family and come on down to the 63rd Annual Parade of Gems, April 24th through the 26th in the Modern Living Building at the Fairgrounds. Our theme this year is Crafted in Stone, featuring sunstone carvings. See demonstrations on gold panning, wire wrapping, lapidary, and more. Dozens of vendors will be offering rock and mineral specimens from around the Northwest. There will be games, door prizes, plus amazing jewelry. Doors open at 10 a.m. for the 63rd Annual Parade of Gems, April 24th through the 26th at the Fairgrounds in Yakima.
Washington workers, you can get a refund of up to $1,330 back on taxes paid last year. See if you qualify and learn how to apply at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Wendy Redmond, only one station, Apple Valley News Now.
And we're always on your side.
Two local seniors are getting national recognition for their academic achievements. Victor Petuk from Richland High School and Emma Yuan from Hanford High School have been named 2026 Battelle National Merit Scholarship winners. They were chosen among roughly 700 high school seniors from not just our state, but across the country.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Yeah. All right, still to come, a final look at your weather. We'll plan out the next couple of days for you. Get ready for some sunshine.
Good Morning Northwest, #1 in the morning. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment?
Then you know there can be unpredictability.
Workarounds. And avoiding.
It was time to make a change.
I changed. I changed too.
A doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
I got rapid symptom relief at 2 weeks. Check. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting remission, meaning few to no symptoms. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through April 30th, receive rebates up to $1,200 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Bathfitter knows what you're looking for. The perfect style for your bath remodel with the look of tile you want. New textures, shapes, and styles. Works with your budget? Low maintenance. With no messy grout to clean. Quality and beauty that lasts, backed by a lifetime warranty. Sounds like Bathfitter's styles are your match. And with new designs, now there's even more to love. Time to set a date. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
At Apple Valley News Now, we're on your side. But what does that mean?
It means we know our area, not just the big places, but all of the cities and towns that make up our special part of the Pacific Northwest.
It means accurate forecasts, so you'll get no surprises when heading outside.
And being on your side means we're looking for solutions and getting answers, always putting you first.
It's not easy, and that's why there's only one station that's on your side.
We're Apple Valley News Now.
Always on your side.
And welcome back. All right, one final check of that weather forecast. Let's talk about the big headlines for tonight. We have the gusty winds and a wind advisory in the Kittitas Valley till 9 o'clock. Small, slight chances of a stray thunderstorm tonight. Looking at potential for some freezing overnight lows on Friday night into Saturday morning. And then those high temperatures heading back to 70 next week. So that's looking pretty good, Austin, overall. Looking at your forecast for tomorrow, look at that. Mostly sunny skies all through the region. We'll see some breezy winds, however, another day of that. Shouldn't be at advisory level. And temperatures on the coolish side. We're normally around 69, 70 degrees in the Tri-Cities, so 62, about 8 degrees below our average for this time of year. And let's fast forward into Saturday. If you have big plans, look at it's going to be nice and dry. The winds will be slightly breezy in the afternoon, but again, much better than what we've been seeing. And you won't need an umbrella, but you might need a light jacket Saturday morning as temperatures will be hovering right around freezing or just slightly above. So I'm talking to my soccer moms. You got those early games out there. You're going to want to bundle up.